Hello and welcome to Shopify update number 5. So it has been 2 months since my last update. And for those of you who are starting out on this journey with me, I started a Shopify store in March of this year, 2026. And it has been nothing but a money pit and a very negative experience. I started the store to create a merch line for my videos. I was trying to create hoodies and t-shirts that had my lyrics on the sleeves in order to encourage people and to let them know that God loves them and they're not alone. So I had really good intentions, but I got scammed 3 times and I lost $3,000. I have only made 2 sales. Both of those sales I am incredibly grateful for, but they were from close friends. They were not anything having to do with my my marketing strategist, quote unquote. I believe that that was a scammer as well. If you go back to my last update, you'll see the ads that I received from them and you'll understand where I'm coming from. So, anywho, it's been 2 months since the last update and I have not made any sales. Not that I am involved with the store. I haven't opened the store in weeks to look at it. I did earlier on pay for search engine optimization, and because of that, I'm getting a lot of attention. I'm getting a lot of emails and questions about the store. However, all of those questions are from people who look very much like they might be from West Africa. Nothing against my West African kings and queens, okay? But why are all of them following the same script? And why are the vast majority of them asking about Texas? Of course I can ship to Texas. I'm in the US. People who are asking about Texas either are asking because they know from other individuals that they're working with or in contact with somehow that I have answered emails about Texas, or they're not in the States and they don't understand how the shipping process works from where I am to Texas. So either way, it doesn't really make any sense, and none of those conversations have ended in sales. So I have just completely given up altogether talking to any of those people, and I report them as spam. But there are just things to look out for, like the name in the email. There's spelling errors. If there's a spelling error, it would be something that I would consider a red flag. And also if the last name is also a first name. Why are there 2 first names? Why is there a spelling error in the name? Why is the sign-off name different than the username in the email itself? So I just don't really understand where they're coming from in it, other than I assume that it's some sort of phishing scam. I assume that they're trying to get as much information out of me as possible by pretending at first to be a customer, and then pretending to be a store owner, and then pretending to be an e-commerce specialist. None of these things are helpful to me at all in this situation, and I've learned my lesson, and I am not going to accept any help from anyone who's claiming to be a Shopify expert, because that is how all of the scams have happened for me. So that is just something that I would really consider anybody who's looking into Shopify to look out for. Yeah, it's really been a difficult and frustrating situation. So the store continues to be open until January 2027. So if you really are interested and would like to support my brand, you can go to the store and buy something and you will receive it. However, it's not necessary for you to ask me about shipping. It's not really necessary for a lot of conversation to happen between us unless you're asking for a prayer request or you want to talk about how much the music has uplifted you or something like that. But whenever I am a customer on somebody else's website, somebody else's online store, I have never in any given situation needed to contact them about shipping or time frames or whether they ship to where I am from where they are, because it's obvious in the website what monetary systems can be used, how long shipping is, where they ship to. It's all already there. If you're looking with your eyeballs, you're going to find it. So I really just feel frustrated about that. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. I just wanted to let you guys know that for all of you who are asking who don't really seem to be real people or actually interested in buying my product, yes, the store is still live. No, it is not under maintenance. Yes, I ship worldwide and I do ship to Texas. Believe it or not, I can. That is a possible thing. I use Printify as my printing manufacturer. We are based in the US and shipping takes between 3 days and a week. So yes, all of that stuff is still active. If you decide to buy from my store, I will get all of that set up for you and you will receive it. So, but it's not looking likely that that's going to happen, and that's okay. I have accepted that. I'm just waiting out the time that I paid for because I can't close it right now. Another thing that I think I'm going to do here very soon is try to get all of my information off of the dark web, because it seems like these people all know each other and are sending information to each other about people who they believe are susceptible to these types of phishing scams. And I need to get my information off of there so that they no longer have access to anything that could have been, what's the word? Compromised. Yeah, so that doesn't mean that I'm going to drop any of my social media or my YouTube or anything like that. I'm just trying to get any compromised information off of the dark web so that people can no longer do this type of stuff to me. So that is the end of my update, and I will continue to let you guys know what's going on. Have a great day.